Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with Robert Lewandowski as the Barca superstar is reportedly on the radars of Al Hilal for 2024, but the player is uninterested in the move. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about this former Barca midfielder, Riqui Puig, as the player recently discusses what went wrong at Barca, relationship with Xavi, as he admitted that it bothered him a lot. We are also going to discuss that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Saudi Arabian clubs have disrupted the dynamic of European football this summer by luring in a host of star players over the past 2 months. The long list includes players such as Ruben Neves, Karim Benzema, N'Golo Kante, Kalidou Koulibaly, Roberto Firmino, Eduardo Mendy, among many others. There are many more sure to follow suit as time passes on. To that end, a recent report from Ben Jacobs suggests Al Hilal, one of Saudi Pro League giants, have set their sights on Robert Lewandowski. The club are expected to target the Barcelona striker at the end of next season. Jacobs, though, suggests Lewandowski is not considering a move to Saudi Arabia right now. It appears the Pole is happy with life at Barcelona, especially having enjoyed a good debut campaign last time out at Spotify Camp Nou. Lewandowski scored as many as 33 goals in all competitions this past season, helping Barcelona clinch the league title for the first time since 2019. His performances also helped the win secure the Spanish Supercopa. The veteran forward has no reason to take a step back either. He has a contract at Barca until 2026, and the player has not shown signs of slowing down. Barcelona are preparing for the future by bringing in Vitor Roque, but the Brazilian is unlikely to be a part of the team this summer and requires some amount of experience at the top level before he can be groomed into a replacement for Lewandowski. The Poles' reluctance in moving to Saudi Arabia, therefore, is hardly surprising. However, it will be imperative that he continues his goal-scoring form next season if Barcelona are to keep relying on his services up front. It will be particularly interesting to see if Lewandowski can step up his performance in the UEFA Champions League next season, given the way Barcelona have faltered in the tournament lately. Of course, Lewandowski will continue to be an important player in our setup next season, as he was one of the best players last season, as his goal scoring helped Barcelona clinch the league title, even though he was not at his best, especially after the World Cup break. Lewandowski, his goal tally, we saw his goal tally reduce considerably, but of course, it was due to a change of role. We saw Xavi telling him to work more harder behind, especially when Pedri was not available due to injury. So, of course, Lewandowski really likes Barca. We quite remember he forced the move from Bayern to Barca last summer. And of course, because he have always had a dream of playing there, as he have said it many times. And now Al Hilal coming that they want to buy him for next year. The player does not even see it as possible because he wants to see out his contract at the club. Lewandowski signed a contract for 4 years. 2026 maximum will be the end of his contract. And from the way things are going, Lewandowski wants to stay in his dream club for a long time. Maximum his contract ending in 2026. So I think having him will be a good thing. And also for a season where Vitor Roque will not be coming, as it have already been confirmed that Vitor Roque will come back next year or next season, whatever, because of registration problems or whatever. which will make Lewandowski not having a backup. And I think it's a worrying concern because Lewandowski will still enter this coming season without a reliable backup. The likes of Aubameyang, the likes of Memphis Depay were also last season, and of course since then Lewandowski have never really had a backup. And of course, luckily he's a player who hardly gets injured. But I definitely think Barca need a backup if we really want to compete strongly in all the competitions. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Widely loved by the fans and touted as one of Barca's next midfield stars, Riqui Puig soon went from exceptional talent to an outcast, having been completely frozen out first by Ronald Koeman and then by Xavi. He made his way to the MLS. Speaking to Sport, the 23-year-old recounts how his experiences swiftly turned sour in his final stretch at Barcelona and talks about how his life and career have been since then. On what went wrong, he said, I was unlucky with some things. We changed coaches a lot. There were a lot of departures. Barca wasn't doing well. Now I see Barca back to the way it was before, but I was in a situation where I wasn't very comfortable. On his dynamic with Xavi, he said, before the end of the season, we sat down and Xavi told me that he didn't count on me for the next season. When I went to train, he didn't let me train the first few weeks. That's what bothered me the most. There was a good relationship between my family and Xavi's family. The truth is that this is what hurts me the most as a player and even more as a friend who thought that my family was close to his family. On Laporta, he said, with Laporta, it was different. He saw a future in me and wanted me to stay, but I wasn't going to stay at a club where the coach didn't want me. On his love for the club, he said, I'm a lifelong Barca fan. I have a lot of shirts that will never change. On moving to the MLS, he said, I came here to the MLS looking for game time. I'm very happy. It was tough considering that I had always been in Barca. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.